Kris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.
So I had to protect your little Delilah earlier today. She almost got taken away.
That stupid bird. Was that stupid bird?
Well, she was out doing her business.
Yeah.
She was out running around the field behind her place.
Was it the sandhill cranes?
No, it wasn't a crane. It looked like a big old hawk. And the hawk was just hovering, circling where she was. And I look out there, I'm like, that's kind of weird. And it kept on getting a little lower and lower.
Well, she's a 35-pound dog, and she's really fast and feisty, so I don't think a hawk could lift that up.
The hawk didn't look that big, but then again, it was quite a ways up in the sky. I don't know if they're capable of picking up a 35-pound dog or not.
Unless it was Delilah scaring up maybe like we were just in that field the other day. Was she rustling up maybe like a chipmunk or a mouse or something?
Maybe the hawk thought she was smaller than she actually is, but she was hovering, and then I go out there.
Delilah's 3 times the size of this hawk.
I start yelling at the hawk.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Shoo.
No.
And then it starts circling me. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I know that they have very keen eyesight.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that they're going to pick up I've heard of eagles going after dogs, but not. Delilah's a big dog. She's 35 pounds. She's solid muscle.
Can a hawk pick up a 35-pound dog?
I don't want to figure this out. I'm telling you, this is actually my fault. Because I'm too nice to the wildlife around our area.
Stop feeding them.
Well, I don't feed them. I talk to them. Our neighbor feeds them. That's why I thought it was the cranes. The cranes came in.
I don't think you really need to talk to wild animals.
Why not?
It's just because they're going to end up turning on your pets.
Yeah, well, they don't circle me.
Well, it's not going to take me away. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, that's fair. Oh my gosh.
I don't think an actual crane can pick me up.
If I ever saw you get attacked by a freaking hawk, oh my gosh, it must be really hungry if it's going after you.
Well, the good news is Daisy went inside right away.
Yeah, Daisy's like, I'm out.
She has nothing to worry about because there ain't nothing picking her up.
She's almost 70 pounds.
Between me and her.
Big old Dalmatian. Oh.
So does anybody have any experience with a hawk? Maybe somebody has some hawk. I think it was a hawk.
Thank you for, yes, you're right. There is a golden-eye hawk that is right behind us.
320-656-9453. Is this something we should look out for now?
Thanks for saving her.
Do they stick around or do they just leave? I don't know. I don't know what to expect anymore. So
he or she's been there for since we moved in.
Right.
And it's kind of a good cry, but I think it's eating around the territory around us. We have a lot of wildlife around us.
Is it illegal to shoot a hawk?
Why would you shoot a hawk?
What if it's going after Delilah? What would you rather?
I guess I would picture jumping on its back and taking its wings down. I wouldn't shoot the dang thing.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal to shoot a hawk. I could be wrong.
I think it's a protected bird, just like bald eagles. You can't do that thing. Plus, it's so un-American.
Well, I've never seen anything like that. I've never had to deal with this. So I have no idea what to do.
If a hawk picked up Delilah, I would jump. I would grab her feet. And we would see where it would go from there.
All right. Save Delilah. Delilah can stay inside.
Dang it, Rue.
At least for a while.
Gosh.
Another day, another dilemma.
I love Dear Kris and Chelsea.
It's now time for Dear Kris and Chelsea.
Dear Kris and Chelsea is my favorite.
All right, here we go. Asking for your help as we do at least once a week. We do Dear Kris and Chelsea. Somebody has a problem and we try to resolve that problem. Or I guess resolve isn't the correct word.
Support.
We try to support. We try to help them out.
Yeah, give solutions. You guys are really great, too. Kris and I have made a ton of mistakes in our life, so a little bit of experience there.
320-656-9453 is going to be the text number. We're actually going to be speaking with the person who has an issue here today. We've got Amanda who's on the phone. Amanda, welcome to Dear Kris and Chelsea. Tell everybody what's going on. What's the issue?
Hi, yeah, okay. So last weekend, I left town and I left my dog with my husband. Mm-hmm. And when I came back, my dog smelled like perfume. And not like the regular shampoo from the groomer, but like this heavy, almost like floral perfume. And then the dog was super clingy and whimpering around me. Like he just wouldn't leave my side. He normally gets excited when I come home, but this was different. It honestly kind of freaked me out.
It sounds a little sketchy. I don't know, like how dogs act different if they've been around somebody new.
They do.
It's a perfume mystery. It's not a good combo, Amanda.
Yeah, exactly, right? So my husband and I, we've been having a few problems anyway, like random annoying arguments here and there. So I straight up asked him about it, and he swore up and down he didn't cheat. But like, come on, my dog doesn't just magically smell like another woman's perfume, right? Like,
Ugh.
I even tried sniffing his clothes and stuff, and I didn't smell anything, but I can't get it out of my head. Something just feels off.
Well, usually if something doesn't add up like that, I mean, there's a reason for that, right?
Right. Oh.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, when I told him it didn't smell like when the dog normally comes back from the groomer, he just doubled down and said I was imagining things like I'm crazy. And I hate feeling paranoid, but it's almost like my dog is trying to tell me something's wrong. So now I'm sitting here wondering, am I overthinking it? Or is this like my big red flag moment? I feel like my husband's gaslighting me, but I don't even know what to do now. So, like, what do you think?
Oh, honey.
That's a tough one, Amanda.
Oh, I want to give you just like a big hug.
All right, hang on a second, Amanda. We're gonna ask people for help on this one.
Oh my gosh.
What's your first thought? I mean, you can't.
I know right away. You know how close I am to my girls.
Yeah.
And so if Daisy or Delilah are acting weird. Okay, this happened one time where I came home and Daisy normally was running to the door when she was a puppy to come and see me, and she was cowering in the corner. And it turned out that somebody had broken in earlier. So they know, and they act really differently. And she wasn't the same after that for a few months.
Right.
So they do act differently. And if that's her dog and the smell, ooh, and like a cloying perfume, that's super suspicious.
In my opinion, the husband should have come up with a better excuse if, in fact, he is straying on his wife, on Amanda.
Yeah, dog groomers do not.
I would have said I took him to the dog park or the store or whatnot, and then there was a gal there who thought he was adorable and then gave the dog a hug. That would sound like a better reason than him just being like, "Oh, you're imagining things."
Imagining that. No,
you can smell perfume.
You can smell perfume. So the pups, they just got their blueberry facial. And you have to, and even with that, freshly washed, you have to like bury your nose into their fur to smell it, and it's subtle.
And if you're going to do sketchy things like that, like stray and bring over like a mistress, why are you letting them cuddle up with your dog? And might as well just put lipstick in the dog's head and called it good.
The dog knew. He's like, Mommy, I think something's wrong. I think something's definitely up.
Or maybe she is overreacting. I don't know. I mean, sounds like there's issues in the marriage anyway.
Well, if they've been fighting... But I wouldn't be able to get that. Okay, Amanda, trust your gut. That's all I'm going to say. Just trust your gut and just be wary.
But
and
you can't just throw a marriage out the window
I'm not
based
saying
on
that.
your gut.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying just keep your eye on it. It could have been maybe the old lady down the street. They have really powerful perfume.
That's true.
Maybe Margaret down the street snuggled Cujo. I don't know.
He didn't say that, though. He should have said that.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't even come clean, did he? Well, men are kind of stupid and clueless, too. So let's give him a little grace, maybe.
That's true. All right, let's get everybody's thoughts. Shooting your text response right now. What do you think? Should Amanda leave the relationship based on the facts that she found here?
Ooh.
Is it, should they go to marriage counseling? Should she ask him more questions?
Is it all in her head?
Or is it all in her head? Maybe she is. So 320-656-9453. We'll get your feedback. We'll do that coming up next with Dear Kris and Chelsea. Back to Dear Kris and Chelsea. We're trying to help Amanda out. Amanda went away for a little bit. She came back and her dog smelled like a woman's perfume.
And he was acting different.
And the dog was acting different, which is kind of weird. Usually they don't act different.
No.
Or maybe the way she was acting made the dog act different. I don't know. I don't know dog behavior that well.
I don't read into it too much. You know when you come home if Daisy and Delilah are acting different or not.
She thinks her husband is straying on her based on this proof. They've been fighting anyway in the marriage. It doesn't sound like the healthiest marriage.
Yeah, it was on the rocks before she left, and now this.
And she wants to know, should she go with her gut? And is this enough proof that he was cheating and maybe she should leave the marriage relationship, or where do you go from here?
And he's denying the whole thing. So she already called him out on it. She's like, hey, the dog smells like perfume. And he's like, oh, it was from the groomer.
No, he said you're imagining things.
Yeah, didn't
even come up with an excuse.
Oh, gosh.
At least use Phyllis down the block.
Yep.
Use somebody. Use something. Or maybe, bathe your dog before your wife comes home if you want to do something stupid and
Kris,
stray
you're
on her.
already assuming they did cheat and you're trying to help them cover it up.
Well, I'm just saying, like the guy.
You're in the doghouse.
The guy sounds like a dodo.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
If you're really trying to do this and like at least
Well, what
At least try.
What do you think?
It's like he wants out of the relationship. He wants her to find out, in my opinion.
Oh gosh, the texts are rolling in. I love this. I can tell people who have been cheated on when they're texting in. So Kayla says, talk to your husband tonight. Focus on the scent, not accusations. But she's like, here's where it gets a little tricky. Just be like, hey, so I noticed, so what was that perfume called? Or I'm going to take the dog back. You know what? It's not that bad. And then ask him again, like, where did the dog get the perfume from? See if his answers are consistent, like what cops do.
Right.
When you ask several questions, the same question over and over again, you rephrase it.
It's not like his cologne. I mean, there's a difference.
No, it's
between...
a woman's you can tell a woman's perfume versus a man's cologne.
And then bathe your dog, get it off.
Yeah, that's gross.
You know?
Ugh. Let's see. Brian texts in, be direct. He's like, when you got back, the dog smelled like somebody else. Who was watching him? Just ask. Just be like, hey, so was somebody over here? And just be ready for his answer.
If I was him, I would call the closest friend that's a girl and be like, hey, can you just say that you came over the other day to watch the dog for a couple hours?
What if he said, it's my side chick, Megan, or whatever?
It's my
what
side...
What if he came on and admitted this?
It's my side piece. Well, if he really hates the marriage and he wants out...
Ooh, I like this. Okay, so this is from somebody. Ask a third party, maybe check in with your neighbor really subtly, or trusted family member or a friend.
Or set up cameras all over the house.
Hey, did you notice, anything unusual? Or if like a friend helped out the other day, don't say why. Just ask the question out there. Another person said, consider all the scenarios. Could he have taken the dog to the groomer or a new dog park, like you said, Kris?
Right.
Or a friend's house where a woman lives.
He should call the girl that he had over, ask what the perfume name is, then go out and buy it, and then spray it on the dog and be like, I love this perfume so much, I got it for you, actually. So I put it on the dog first.
Whose side are you on?
And then gift.
Somebody else says, don't flush the relationship down the toilet right away. Just remember your history. This is coming from Deb. Is this completely out of character for him? Or have there been trust issues before? Your relationship history can help you gauge how big this is.
Yeah, it sounds like as we said before, it sounds like it's a rough marriage anyway. And these situations are only going to make it worse. I hate to say that.
Oof.
And it's like, what is marriage counseling going to do? What's a counselor going to say on this?
Once the trust is gone, it's gone. And I hate when a man shuts down and doesn't communicate. And he's like, nope, we're not talking about this. That's a huge red flag in my mind, Amanda, and you deserve better.
Or maybe he deserves better. I'm trying to help the guy out here.
Why are you helping him? We're helping Amanda. Amanda called in. Her dog smells like another woman and he's acting weird.
He can't defend himself. I feel bad. I feel like we should talk to him.
You know what, Kris? I think you and I should foster this dog until they have their issues settled.
I feel bad. The dog's the only loser in this right now. So a lot of texts are still rolling in. Had a lot of feedback today. So hopefully, Amanda, that helped you out a little bit as to what to do. This is a tough one.
Roger says, trust your gut, girl.
A lot of people say go with your gut.
Trust your gut.
If that's what it is, then that's probably what it is.
And Kris says if you're going to cheat, just do it better.
Yeah, cover up a little bit better if you're going to stray and do something dumb like that.
You need Jesus.
No, he needs Jesus, not me.
That's fair.
He needs a lot more than that, I think.
Don't condone this, that poor dog.
It's been another round of Dear Kris and Chelsea. So if you had to go without pizza or beer the rest of your life, which one would you choose?
The rest of my life?
Which is more important?
Pizza.
You think so?
Yeah.
I could probably do without pizza.
I do love beer, though. I love craft beer. I love light beer. I love lagers. I love Oreo lagers. I love IPAs.
Like, which one, if you had too much, which one is going to kill you first?
Beer.
No, I think pizza. If you ate a pizza like every day, you'd be...
Nah. Pizza's healthy. It's got cheese and vegetables.
Pizza? It's considered a junk food by most people.
Nah. Well, you know me. I just scrape up the toppings anyways.
You know what? I talked to Papa John one time. This is actually a true story.
Papa John?
The Papa John, the guy in the commercials.
Papa John. Yeah, what Papa John say?
I talked to him. It was an event. Actually, it was a Taylor Swift event in Nashville.
Love baked at 425 degrees.
And Papa John, no, that's a different company.
Oh.
Papa John's is the company that bakes it for you. And bring it out, obviously.
You're right.
So Papa John, he was sponsoring this Taylor Swift event.
Yeah.
I think it was like her Red album or something like that. She sold so many. So we're at this really bougie place, and then Papa John is standing there in the corner. I went over to him.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a picture with him, right? And I stood up next to him, and he was making this sound as we're doing the photo. He was like, like he was like This is weird. So I don't know what was going on there, but we got the picture of him, and then he handed me 4 $10 gift cards to Papa John's.
What?
Papa John gave me gift cards to Papa John's. I thought it was like one of the coolest things ever.
He is the Papa John.
The John Schnatter, I think was his name.
Wow.
And then he was ousted from the company, and the rest is history.
Oh.
Anyway, back to beer and pizza day. That's just a dumb story. I don't know why I told it. Anyway, if you had to go without one the rest of your life, pizza or beer, what would it be? Decided to hit the streets and find out. Here's what we got.
I'd pick pizza, because, I can eat it at 9 a.m. and people just assume I made bad life choices, not that I'm an alcoholic, you know?
Beer. You can't shotgun a slice of pepperoni, man.
Pizza. I already disappointed my liver enough this year.
I gotta say pizza. You can't fold beer in half.
I'm going with beer, because I can carry 6 of them in one hand. Try doing that with pizzas, you know?
Pizza. It never makes you text your ex.
I gotta go with beer, man. Beer's liquid bread, so really it's just pre-chewed pizza when you think about it.
I honestly believe pizza and beer are both metaphors for the human condition.
Neither, dude. I only consume Mentos and Pepto-Bismol.
Beer, 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 beer.
Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza, beer, 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 pizza. They actually go together quite well. So I'm glad that somebody actually made this a day.
How about you have the beer, I'll have the pizza.
That's a deal.
Okay.
I can live with that. So I think this is now becoming a trend with the younger generation. This video has gone viral, and this isn't the only person that's doing stuff like this and posting videos about it.
What?
Kids now are saying they're going shopping. Not at a store. They're going shopping at their parents' house.
What are they, what? Like grocery shopping or clothes shopping or what? And they're just grabbing stuff?
Everything. Groceries, snacks, personal items. They go through the entire house and they just load up what they need because they're living on their own now. They say they can't afford it because paying rent is just stressful and difficult. So instead of going to the store and spending their own money to buy it, they're basically robbing their parents.
I've done this.
What? No.
When I was in college.
I thought you were going to say last week.
No, well, sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's funny. My dad enables me. So I would come home and my dad would be like, hey, you got everything you need? So he would offer. So it wasn't really stealing. But sometimes I would be like, hey, I would grab a lotion from my mom, from Bath and Body Works. She always had the greatest smelling stuff. So I'd just be like, hey, can I borrow this and take this? And then I would take Kraft spaghetti, their mac and cheese out. If they had an extra loaf of bread, I would grab a loaf of bread. Yeah, I treat it like a pantry.
I don't think most parents probably care.
Jackets.
But it's just weird to me. It's
clothes.
Once you're out on your own, don't you want to be independent?
I would take my mom's clothes. Her old school clothes from the 70s. I loved wearing that in college.
Here's the TikToker that went viral. He's actually videoing himself ransacking his parents' house.
Anyone else go home and just commit highway robbery on their own parents? I bring in an empty backpack just for this. I take this pretty serious. Q-tips.
Yes.
Cleanest ears west of the Mississippi. Half box of RX bars. I know Dad's not eating that. And this isn't like a spec ops mission. This is a public operation because you guys paid off your mortgage. I got rent due. TP. You can always use more TP. These things, I don't even know what these are. If it's napkins or maybe more TP. It just felt expensive, so I took it. Mechanical pencil. Thought it seemed fun. It was my favorite color. Haven't used a pencil in forever. Neosporin. I get cut sometimes.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. Yep.
A health insurance card. I might need this at some point. Tea tree oil. Don't know what that's used for. Nail clippers.
Nail clippers.
Just good stuff, Long
Wow.
story short, I love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Thank you.
Why don't you just kick them out of the house and just live there?
Just taking all their stuff.
It's like
man.
some stuff, yes, I get snacks and stuff like that.
Right.
Toilet paper, maybe if you want to grab a roll or two.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're going through the entire house. That's just weird and odd to me.
When we were dating, I think I took a roll of paper towels from you once.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I needed them and I didn't want to run to the store.
Oh, I'm sure. I love stocking paper towels. I never run out of those.
And now we live together. It all works out.
So the question we want to ask, do you have adult children that do something similar to you? Do they come over to your house and just take things when they come to visit?
Just go shopping.
And do you endorse that they do that, or do you automatically give them stuff? That's what we want to know. 320-656-9453. We'll take your calls and texts coming up next with Kris and Chelsea. Parents, are you okay with your grown adult children stopping over to go, quote, shopping at your home and just kind of ransacking the place and taking whatever they want?
Oof. This mom texted in and she said, I once came home and half of my sheets were missing and a comforter. I ended up finding it at my daughter's brand new apartment later because she just forgot to buy bed sheets.
Wouldn't it be better just to give your kids some money and have them go shop themselves?
And they can get their own thing?
And do the adult thing so it actually feels a little bit better for them?
Well, it depends because like my childhood bedroom, I mean, they weren't really using it. They hadn't converted into a guest room yet. So it's like, okay, why don't you just reuse? And I've come home when my parents were throwing garage sales selling my stuff.
If the kids are close enough, let's say they're off to college and they come home, how many kids do you think bring dirty laundry and have mom do it?
I did for a year.
Oh, come on.
I did, but I didn't make my mom do it. I just used theirs because I didn't like to pay $1 per load and then $2 to dry because it never gets to dry the first time.
Actually, I shouldn't talk. My first gig that I took down in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the place I moved into was like $325 a month. It was
that's cheap.
It was like a fourplex, but it didn't have any laundry. So I had to go to the laundromat, and I hated doing that. So I would pile it up in the corner of my bedroom. And my parents came down for the first time.
You didn't even have a hamper?
No, I didn't do laundry for like probably 2 to 3 weeks. My parents came down. They looked at it. And they're like, what is going on?
Clothes mountain.
We went to the laundromat. We ended up doing like 15 loads of laundry.
I can see your mom cracking it. So what happened?
She did. They helped me. And that's the worst part about this.
Oh, did she fold your undies?
As I was taking the laundry out of the corner and putting it in bags to take down to the vehicle and take the laundromat, there was a mouse that ran out from underneath. It was that bad. That's not the shining moment.
Because you're not like that anymore. Now you're like super Mr. Laundryman.
It was my first full-time job, and I was on my own for the first time. So I was learning, as a lot of people do. So
wow. Oh, okay. Here's somebody. They said, no way. They're like, once I tried to take some plastic baggies because I needed some from the grocery store. And they're like, but I felt like it was stealing. So no, I don't take anything from my parents' house. Thank you for your honesty.
Beth, tell us about your son.
My son moved out, and then he moved, and when he moved out, he would come home and take snacks and toilet paper. He would take more and leave us like one roll. I'd have to remind him.
Yeah.
I would have to remind him, don't forget, we need toilet paper too.
That's right. You don't take it all. You know what? Don't be greedy like that. Come on.
Oh, my gosh.
Lisa, who shops at their parents' house that you know?
I'm the child that goes home and raids the parents' cabinet. I will go over and I will grocery shop. I have, I've taken like mouthwash, toothpaste, some toothbrushes.
Yep.
I've done anywhere from like hamburgers, potatoes, canned corn, bread.
Wow.
Not the toilet paper. I actually do leave that for the parents.
Oh.
I will take paper towels, though.
Yeah. You take everything else out of the fridge.
Especially if they buy them in bulk.
Like your parents are starving to death because you take everything out of the fridge.
That's so funny. I used to, especially when I was super, super broke, my dad would always get like crab legs on sale. Yeah. And he still does, frozen crab legs. You can't afford that in college. So you bet I would take like half.
Honestly, I didn't think this was as common.
Yeah.
As it is, but a lot of people are saying their kids still do that and they're okay with it.
Steph just texted in. She's like, I used to take laundry detergent. She's like, any little thing that you didn't want to buy a ton of. Oh, Tupperware.
Or the most expensive things.
Yeah. Jake said Tupperware. He's like, half of my Tupperware I didn't even buy. He's like, it just comes from home. And then my parents would be like, where's all our Tupperware? So I would bring it all back around like Christmas or whatever and restock them back up.
You're like, Mom, wash this so I can get back to my place.
Which reminds me, we still have a bowl from my parents.
Oh, gosh. Of course.
I need to get that back out.
So this new Halloween trick-or-treating trend is starting to pick up steam right now, and a lot of people are going to be doing it this Halloween, which I think it's kind of ridiculous. It's not trick-or-treat anymore. Kids are turning it into trick-or-tater.
Yes! I remember seeing this last year. It was supposed to be a joke, but kids loved it.
Why? It's not candy. Kids love candy.
Because it was something unique. So kids were trick-or-treating, and this one house was handing out potatoes.
Because they forgot to buy candy, probably, right?
Well, it's cheaper. And why wouldn't, and you can buy like a 5-pound bag.
Now, are these like these big russet potatoes, or are these like the little baby potatoes?
Little baby reds. I think they were russets.
Okay.
And I remember there were kids, I saw them on TikTok. They were so excited for this. There's one kid that named his potato and like kept it in his room.
Now, if you put googly eyes on a potato, that would be funny.
That's so cute. It's like his little pet potato.
So the trend involves handing out potatoes to trick-or-treaters instead of candy. It started as a joke, as you said, in social media, but now I guess some kids are looking forward to the potatoes.
That's so cute. It's a lot cheaper. Should we do this year?
At least you're not handing out eggs. That could turn bad in a hurry.
My popcorn balls.
Your popcorn. Nobody wants.
They're like, we don't want handmade stuff.
Wasn't it last year you actually made you made homemade popcorn balls and they were all over the yard? I think
I was channeling the 90s, the good old days when you could trust your neighbors to make treats.
We live in a different world from them, Chelsea. You can't do homemade stuff anymore.
You know who didn't turn him down though?
Who?
Jake Judd.
Of course not.
I think he grabbed 3 bags.
Somebody had to eat them.
And he ate them before they even got home.
He's the only person here at work that even ate those. So no homemade candy this year. But I'd rather you do potatoes, okay?
Fine.
So this marks the 40th anniversary of the song that I think everybody knows. Everybody's heard this song at least once. It's a real good song. Remember the song We Are the World?
We watched the documentary of how this was made.
Was it a documentary on just that song or was it on something else? I don't remember.
Yes, and it was all behind the scenes because they have some of the biggest heavy hitters of singers all on one song. It was incredible.
Here's the song we're talking about. Just the amount of talent in that room. Now, this was before technology and cell phones and video chat and everything. The fact that they got that much talent together in one room.
And do you remember there were ones like, who was it? Prince refused to be on it. Like he wanted everybody out of the room, but they had everybody together. This was written by Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie.
And it had to be coordinated. There was no texting. There was no cell phones.
And they all had to learn their own individual parts. Wasn't it in less than like 24 hours?
And I think they were up until like 4 or 5 in the morning trying to complete this. Anyway, the reason I bring it up, it's not only the 40th anniversary, but Lionel Richie himself actually talks about the day this actually happened. I found this interesting.
Watching The Greatest Night in Pop was a little unnerving. To see yourself 40 years ago as this kid who thinks he knows what he's doing. There were no cell phones. This could go really wrong really fast. You know, to have everybody in this room and this Quincy, and he realized he's this master orchestrator of chaos. And then his Michael over in the corner, and Dylan can't figure his part out, and we got one night only. And so I look back at that, and I love the idea. There was no guessing what we're going to make it. Of course, you know, we're all in our light. Springsteen's at light. Ray Charles is Ray. I mean, everybody's sitting in the room going, yeah. So you felt a part of this family of professionals.
Also with that many egos too. The late Kenny Rogers was there.
Yes, I remember there were a few they didn't like it, or somebody wanted a bigger singing part than the other, but it's a masterpiece, 40 years old, and for a great cause.
By the way, yeah, it did raise a lot of money. This was before you could just download it or stream it, you know. There was no internet yet.
It's priceless.
If you get a chance, go check out the video from when that was recorded, or better yet, watch the documentary. I think it was on Netflix.
Yes.
We Are the World, a great song, turning 40 years old this year.
Greatest Night in Pop.
So what are the energy drinks that are sending a lot of kids to the emergency room and actually putting them in the hospital? Saw this video, it kind of sums it up.
I just seen a news article. The news article was about Alani, the drink, okay, and how it's sending people to the hospital for heart problems. And people in the comments is what got me. It was like, sue Alani. You guys know that there is 200 milligrams of caffeine in an Alani. What did you think was going to happen? Let's start the day before 8 a.m. with one Alani. Let's drink 3 sodas with more caffeine. Let's have another Alani half the day. What did you think was going to happen? Okay, you're finna have a heart attack, okay? It literally says on the bottle, like, they probably don't want you to drink every day. You guys are like, I can't believe that's happening. Right. That's like touching a fire and be like, I didn't know I was going to get burnt.
So it's just overconsumption is what it is. Too much caffeine, obviously not good for your body and your system, you know?
It really isn't. You have to be so careful with kids, and they get so jacked up, and it's messing with their brains. So, yeah.
I guess it's not just kids that drink the Alani. I just know about it because my daughter asked for it by name one time.
Well, and they drink more than one a day, and then they get all jittery, and then they're not drinking, good things like water.
I'm assuming a lot of schools probably have it in their vending machines, right?
Oh, high school might.
Remember the good old days back in high school? We had no vending machines. We had to drink out of the water fountain. That was disgusting.
We had a vending machine. It just never really worked. Yeah, there's always like cookies and stuff.
I didn't grow up with vending machines in schools.
Yeah.
Am I dating myself here?
Maybe.
Oh, Kris is 120 years old.
No. It was in the teacher's lounge. I snuck in one time.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, they moved it in there after too many students were causing issues.
So as with anything else, anything with a lot of caffeine, if you drink it too much, it could lead to heart problems. And a lot of people are being sent to the hospital right now because of that. So just kind of a heads up, just monitor what your kids are drinking and how many they're drinking per day. So this doesn't happen. All right, so it was real embarrassing for the wedding officiant. It's called a wedding blooper. It's making its rounds right now. It's gone viral. Everybody seems to be watching and laughing about this. Most people are laughing, by the way. Some would probably find it inappropriate.
Oh man! But if it was an accident, right? It wasn't like a planned thing.
It was an accident, yes.
What did they say?
You can tell when I play the audio here. You're going to tell that it's very hard to stage something like this. It came very natural. He just had a mix-up of words. He was trying to say one word, and it came out totally wrong. And this was during the vow exchange too. So the wedding officiant completely embarrassed himself. And everyone laughed at it, though. Let me know if you think this is funny.
Do you promise to support Tyler through successes and failures?
I do. Whoa!
Happiness and sadness?
I do.
Hopefully more happiness at that point.
Well, I mean, those are all positive things. I'm glad that she's saying yes.
Saying successes isn't as easy as it sounds.
We have to speak for a living, and sometimes things slip, right? Like words are hard.
You hope it's not real bad, though, when they do slip, but accidents do happen. I totally get it.
That's funny.
Man.
At least this was like a positive twist of things.
At least everyone cracked up, and people weren't like,
Yeah. It's so cute.
What did he say?
This is actually pretty funny.
I thought it was pretty funny. It's gone viral.
Kris and Chelsea, afternoons on Wild Country 99.